You're used to living a life measured by your emotional states. It's not natural. You spent some time with me over the last 3 days, and I introduced your body system to what is more natural, but you're not used to that. Now you're expressing a day of having no emotions, and I felt like, isn't that wonderful? You don't have to worry about unnecessary stuff that is not natural in the first place. It's not natural for you to feel your emotional body as an experiencer. Who are you to use an innocent, pure entity of your own? Use it, misuse it, treat it in such an egocentric way that it is torturing it, because it's not natural. Now, two things simultaneously happening to you. Your body system is introduced to its natural state, being left alone by you. You're not used to it. You're holding up your hand is asking for help to sharpen your awareness and understanding about it. Now I'm giving it to you. You're supposed to be on the ground, humbly worshipping life and nature, instead of on your legs, running around a self-opposed, egocentrical, deluded life in duality, separation from everything in God, with willpower opposed, using and abusing your body system to your own right and good, while it is not natural or correct. You're waking up to that. You're having a direct experience of having no emotion, holding up your hand and complaining, well, what's wrong? You are wrong in the first place, wrongly wired. Not you being wrong as doing something wrong. You have been wrongly wired like the whole humanity, against your natural will, so to speak. Now you're having no emotion. Tell me 3 wonderful things about that, from your viewpoint of it. Quietness, stillness and peace. There's not much to complain about that, eh? Have you... When your emotional body is rampant, you have none of that. You have an emotion that you're used to, and to feel whatever, but no quiet, peace and stillness. Now you have quiet, peace and stillness, but no emotions running. How dreadful. I feel for you. People would travel around the globe with their inheritance check in their pocket, just to sit in your seat, to have an hour of peace and quiet and stillness from their overpowering, torturing, suffering life. It's right, Margot. I'm not introducing you to more emotions. I'm introducing your body system to this. And you're not quite used to it yet. Don't worry. It is only natural for it to settle on its own, in its own nice timing. You have a direct experience now of Your body system and you are two different entities. Get a grip of that. It is true. You are not this body, nor have you got the right or the need to use it or misuse it. The only right that you have is to humbly step away and worship God consciousness. As then God consciousness can begin to occupy the spaces, including your body system, that you currently occupy, and not give room. That's why you suffer so much. If you flat on the ground and let God consciousness take over, there will be no suffering for you. And the body system that is still young and fresh will once and for all actually really have a break and enjoy the same stillness that you at this moment endure.
Is it possible that in what I'm feeling, I still see mind coming?
It's not your mind. You're dreaming a belief system that's been put on you. Your dilemma is that you own this mind. The fact that I introduced you to the gap means very little to you yet. By the time it means everything to you, you will then have direct glimpses and experiences to no longer having to be in your mind, using it, abusing it, raping it, shaping it to your own little nitty-pitty duality dreams that are not correct. Then your beautiful, innocent, pure mind has a wonderful break of you, the torturer. And you, instead being somebody that you're not, have a permanent holiday perhaps from being something that you're not. And you having a holiday from using your mind, automatically being then your beautiful innocent self that knows nothing but to worship and devote itself to God consciousness. Then you find yourself in your natural state. Then you have no more problems with this emotional body or this mind. You then can enjoy a neutral relationship, and your mind and your emotional body finally can relax. And a bit like that, you are not this body, nor are you the mind. How can somebody on this planet run around, believe they have the right to use their body system and the mind that doesn't belong to them? It's pretty arrogant and ignorant, isn't it? It's not natural to believe that, nor to live like that. It is wonderfully natural to wake up and to plug back into your more natural states. Use the portal I taught you, the gap. That is the portal and the entrance point for you to have a good chance to finding back home. No matter how new it is to you. I see people arriving at the very first satsang. They brought into the gap and they never leave, ever again. It is not up to me of how people respond to it, of how they value it. or how they can comprehend that. The more humble and openly naked you are, the better for your body system that you're supposed to take good care of. You're the guardian, the caretaker of this sort of temporary life system, this organic system. By the time your body dies, you go on and have a different job. But by all means, please have a good look around what human beings do with their body systems, with the systems of their kin, of their family. I'd rather teach something a little bit more true and pure and peaceful for you and your environment. You're not being used to it, makes sense. Sabar, you can get used to it. It's not difficult. The music is in the flatness. And there's no emotion, it's flat, right? Now go deeper a little. There's tremendous beauty and music in it. I'm not talking about that music, but the quality of it is, I don't know if it's your cup of tea, but I'm talking about the spiritual platform of stillness. This is where spiritual seekers park. This is where my teachings start. There's a whole universe coming up. A universe designed for you to then enjoy the rest of this life, to be who you really are, selfless and natural. You selflessly begin to serve this body system instead of using it. When you establish that, you begin to selflessly serve your environment, like your family, or your peer group, or your environment, or your community, or what have you. You begin to live your natural state. Your natural self is selfless. It has nothing to do with you needing or wanting or having to feel anything anymore. You're not going to feel anything much anymore, because that is then more natural. You concern yourself how to be, not how to feel or how to think. That's human doing. But how to be is then you beginning to be holistically eligible to actually be a human being. We all have all the means to you have the qualities and the means for that, and so has everybody else. Just have to start being. It requires, of course, to know how to. That's why you're here. I'm sharing with you how to be, not how to continue, how to do and run a life in separate duality. Did I answer your question? In the center of that stillness is white light and purity. that begins to enter your body system, let it. It's like the qualities of goosebumps on your skin. Let it. Don't judge it because it's a finer energy. By the time it spreads around, it has the same strength and energy, the same power. But first, value it for its beautiful quality and breathe it. Let it. Let this body system of yours have access to it when it suggests itself. All you can then do is breathe it and leave your awareness to it. Then it will spread around. And it will become as strong as your old emotions. This time in exquisite nurture. You will be flooded with nourishment, unable to hold it all by yourself. Then you quickly come to OmRama, pick up the curriculum of how selflessness actually works. I give it to you, and you begin to contribute and distribute all the nourishment you can't no longer hold alone to others around you. And you begin to be of some worth and goodness in this life around. Yeah, it has to start somewhere. You're still young. If you begin to perform that, don't worry. 3, 5, 6, 10 years later, you're the master of beingness, performing effortlessly selfless deeds all day long. Only waking up for the next opportunity to perform another good deed selflessly outside of you. Isn't it wonderful? You no longer have to feel anything. You no longer have to do anything. You no longer have to pretend or argue. You no longer, you're just perpetually, overwhelmingly flooded with nurture to the point you can't sleep anymore. But then you don't need to because it's not natural to sleep. Why would you sleep and waste your life? You sleep because your body system is exhausted from an emotional battle the previous day. And then you have to sleep 8 hours to recover, so to let your body recover. But when you don't do that, you sleep half an hour and regain energy for the next 6 hours. A bit like that. For the rest of this day, stay put in the stillness. See not having an emotional body running for now as something new presenting itself to you. Explore it a little. Don't think it's right or wrong. Simply just be open. See what it, and you eat with it, and you breathe with it. You may, whatever, right? And see what happens next.